Welcome back to my YouTube channel Supercar Sunday. In this video we're going to be getting back on with the Audi A1. The last video I put together on the Audi we were looking at the filler work and the paint work. In this video we're going to be getting the front end of the car back together and getting the car ready for M.O.T. As we look back at what we got done last week, you'll see we've now got one bumper in paint. Now the next job is to get that bumper built up and on the car. So I got cracked on and I got that front bumper built up, and we'll have a chat about some of the bits I've fitted before I put it on the vehicle. So there's quite a few quid in this bumper. Altogether, not quite sure. However, I can tell you that this grille was about £100 plus VAT. The bumper itself was £100 plus VAT. Now these here, these are silly money for what they are. Because it's a sports model, they seem to hike the prices up. So I actually managed to get one of these second-hand off eBay for 75 quid. I was very lucky. It came up and I snapped it up and got it for that price. The other side, I think it was this side, believe it or not, I got it off AliExpress, and this was, I think, £67 something, £67. Silly P, 23p, something like that, a very odd number. Then there's this here, this little piece of plastic in here. This was getting on for about £50. Also, this got destroyed in the accident, so I needed one of these as well. I'm not sure what I give for that. I'm sort of thinking it was around £80. The fog lights, fortunately enough, I was able to save them. This one's got a bit of a scuff on the end there. I'm not going to replace that for selling it. It's not going to do it any justice replacing that. There's no point replacing it, so it can go as it is. Yeah, so the fog lights, they're all right. But yeah, there's quite a few quid worth in that bumper, and also I've had to paint it. The badge didn't come on the grille, so I've got the badge to go on also. Anyway, we shall get the bumper on. So hopefully it'll go on no problems. That's looking mega. Just got to fasten these down. And now I've got some of these clips to go in the ends. I think we'll put the Audi badge on next, but I'm going to give it a clean first. And I'm just going to use a bit of cutting compound for this. So that should bring it up quite nice. Well, I think I've got that cleaned up pretty good now, so let's get it on the car. This should make the front end of this Audi absolutely ping. If it clips on without damaging any of the clips, that is. Not quite sure which way it goes. I think I was trying to put it on upside down. It's tight. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't want to go. Let's give that another little wipe. So with that being a pattern grille, it was a little bit more challenging to get this badge in, but we got there in the end. I think you'll agree that has set the front end of the car right off. So with the last few minutes of me working on this car, it seems to be a bit of a storm picking up outside. Did say we were going to get some bad weather today. Wasn't sure if we were or not, but it's getting quite windy. I think we'll go back in the workshop. Next job I'm going to do is connect up these fog lights. So I've had some problems with the connectors. They were a bit pulled out, a bit of damage from the accident. Some of the wires are totally pulled out of this one. I've pushed them back in. They're a bit corroded as well, the connectors, so I've cleaned them up. I'm going to plug them in. Hopefully they're going to work. Hopefully these will work. We'll see. I think I'll just give them one last spray for good luck. Right, the connectors are on. Are they going to work? So we've got one working, and I wasn't really expecting this one to work, to be honest, because the connections are a bit funny. Yep, we need a bulb on this side. So I've ordered a couple of them bulbs now, and they're H8. I've just ordered 2 of them off Amazon. The reason why I've got 2 is because, knowing my luck, I'll get one and it'll be a completely different colour when I put it in to the other side. So there's not much more really that I can do to the front of the car now. So I'm going to get on and do the brakes. So the rear brakes want doing. I've got some discs and pads in the boot. I'm going to get them done, and then I may as well start cleaning the inside of the car. You'll see the rear brakes of the car have definitely seen better days. So the discs are shot, the pads are really low. Basically, it's all going to need replacing. I got cracked on replacing the rear brakes on the car. Got a set of new discs and some new pads, cleaned up the calipers, cleaned everything up, replaced all the new parts, and all is good. The pistons wound in, absolutely no problem. There wasn't any problems at all to this job. It was very simple, really. I put the wheels back on the car and torqued the bolts up. While the wheels were off the car, I cleaned the insides of them with some alloy wheel cleaner. The insides of the wheels were absolutely filthy, and I wouldn't have been able to clean them up as good as I have with the wheels on the car, and I have to say they look much better now. Moving forward, the next job I had to do was the service, so I started by changing the oil. You'll see I use my handy little tray that I always use when I'm doing oil changes to stop any excess oil from getting on the garage floor. I'll add a link to this tray and some other bits and bobs in the comments. In the middle of the oil change, the new fog light bulbs arrived. I may as well get these fitted while I'm waiting for the rest of the oil to come out the engine. Now, I did have some problems when it come to fitting this bulb, but I'm not going to go into it now. What I am going to do is fit the new oil filter and get the oil in the engine. When it come to changing the air filter on the car, I had absolutely no idea how to get into the airbox. I basically ended up taking the whole airbox out of the car, and then I realised there was 2 screws underneath I needed to undo to take off the lid. I'm guessing a few of these airboxes would have been destroyed over the years. And also, as you can see, that air filter has seen much better days. Now I've done the oil and filter, and I've changed the air filter and cabin filter, it's time to check the fog lights before the car goes for M.O.T. And as you can see, them fog lights are now working absolutely fine, so the car is ready for M.O.T. 2 more little jobs I had to do was to change the wing liners. So the wing liners also got damaged in the accident. They're now being replaced, so nothing left to do to this car now apart from take it for M.O.T. and give it a good valet. So that's exactly what I did. I got out my box of valeting tricks, I give it a good clean, a good hoover, give all the dash a good wipe down, put some of my titty shine on it, and as you can see, it's looking a lot better than it was before. Now that the car was cleaned inside and out, it was time to take it for an M.O.T. And would you believe it passed first time? Now the car had an M.O.T, I could run it down the road and take some pictures, ready to sell it on. And that's exactly what I did. And I also took some video footage for you guys to show you what the car looks like now it's all repaired. And here's a little reminder of what the Audi looked like when it was damaged.